Hi friends. So I thought it was time that we had a little heart-to-heart or maybe a little get-to-know-me moment. Whether you are new here or you've been around for a while, today's video is all about spilling the tea on me. Now I know all of you have so many burning questions with all of the comments that I get on all of my videos. So I decided to put together a list of all of those questions and answer them for you. I'm totally kidding. I'm aware that I only get like 1 or 2 comments on every other video. I asked my good friend ChatGPT to help me out, and I have a fun little list of questions that I'm going to answer. So I will do another one of these videos in the future if you have real other questions you would like me to answer. I actually do have a few that a couple of my friends, and then I asked some people on Instagram for some questions. So with that being said, let's jump right into the video. Before we get into things, I put my little sign up, my little Miss Valentine sign. I know my big head is kind of in the way, so maybe I need to sit a little further back so you can see it, or I don't know. I need to like reposition myself at some point and figure out my setup at some point. But this is what we're working with. This is what we got. This is what we're gonna make do. Okay, we're going to jump right into the video, and I'm just gonna go through these. They're in no order at all. It's a little bit about me, about my channel, about my future goals for the channel, and let's just get to know each other, have a chill little laid back video, and yeah, let's get into it. Okay, question number 1. What is my name and do I have any nicknames? My name is Clara. Don't really have any nicknames, unfortunately. For a while, I had one of my friends that called me Bex. It's kind of an inside jokey sort of nickname, whatever. Growing up, I was called like Clara Bear, Clarabelle, Clarice was one. That was a little weird. Yeah, I can't really think of anything else, but my name is Clara. I go by Clara Valentine on social media. Question number 2, how old am I and where am I from? I am currently 22 years old and I currently live in Tennessee. I grew up in West Virginia and then I moved to Washington State. And then from Washington State, I moved to Tennessee. So, I kind of grew up partially both in West Virginia and Washington, and a little bit of Pennsylvania as well because my parents were divorced and my mom lived in Pennsylvania. She still does. So I go up there and visit every so often. And my birthday is in May, so that makes me a Gemini, and I will be 23 this year. I cannot believe that it is 2025 and I'm gonna be 23. That is like so insane. Time is absolutely flying. Being an adult sucks. Time flies way too quickly. Okay, I kind of already answered number 3, but number 3 was what is your zodiac sign and do you relate to it? My zodiac sign is a Gemini, and yes, I do relate to it, mostly because I am such a like back and forth person. I feel like I do have 2 sides to me, and it also is kind of funny because I do have bipolar too, so that means that I've got, you know, my 2 Gemini sides constantly struggling between each other. Not like big into it or anything, but it's like a lighthearted little thing that I'll check my horoscope every now and then and just kind of look into it, but I don't really take it seriously. I used to in high school. I was like, I'm a Gemini, I can't mess with those Scorpios, but now I don't really care. Like, I love Jesus. I don't do the whole all of that. Okay, number 4, are you a homebody or do you prefer going out? Personally, I would say now I am a lot more of a homebody. I don't really go out. I don't have a ton of friends that I like go out and hang out with all the time. I have like friends that I text here and there, but I also am like the world's worst texter ever. It takes me 3 to 5 to 15 business days to get back to you. But I'm sorry, I have ADHD, so please forgive me. You couldn't already tell by how sporadic my videos are usually. But I would definitely say I'm a homebody now. I like to stay in. I have 3 dogs and 2 cats. I like to hang out with them. I like to stay at home and talk to a camera rather than talk to people. But at the same time, I still am a very outgoing and extroverted person around the right people. I don't really choose to do it all the time, but I'm like both introverted and extroverted, I'd say. I'm an extroverted introvert, let's say that. So while I used to love going out and going places, that's not really my vibe anymore. I don't like getting mixed up in the wrong crowds, which really happens to me really easily because I love people and I adapt to my environment. So yeah, right now I'm definitely a homebody. Okay, number 5. Do I have any pets and can I introduce them? Yes, like I said, I have 5. I have 5 pets. Wow, that's a lot. I didn't even realize it. My first one, I have a cat. He's right here. He's sleeping. Louie. Say hi, Louie. This is my kitty cat. This is Lou. I got him, I want to say, about 3 years ago. I got him when I lived in Washington, and he came from a coworker that I was working with who had him, who I believe got him from a rescue, and I took him in. She gave him to me for free. He was like the best kitty cat ever. He is so sweet, so fluffy. I don't know what kind of cat he is. I think he's a mix of something. I don't know what though. But he's very sweet. He's an old man. He is, when I got him, he was 9 years old. He will be 12 this March. We don't know his birthday, but we know it's in March, and that when she gave him to me, he was 9 years old. So if you add it up, why are you itching? If you add it up, he will be 12 this March. I'm not gonna go film my dogs right now, but because it's just gonna cause a whole lot of chaos that I don't want to deal with right now. But I will insert some video clips and photos of them as I talk about each one. Number 1, I have Lucifer. He is a purebred Great Dane. He will be 4 years old in April. He is the biggest sweetheart. I love him to bits. He is mama's baby boy because he has been with me through like absolutely everything. After I got kicked out when I was 16 years old and I still lived in Washington, and I moved into like my first apartment at the time. It was with somebody else, so it wasn't my first apartment, but it was like my first like living situation. And so when I moved into that apartment, I got him, and from that point, I got him at 8 weeks old. From that point forward, me and him have been like this. Like we have been, I don't really take him everywhere so much now, but I used to take him absolutely everywhere I went when he was smaller, when he was not 150 pounds. But I would take him everywhere with me. He is mama's baby boy. I promise you, that dog is my rock. He has been through everything with me, and truly, I don't think that I would still be here if I did not get him. Next, I have Gaia. She is also a purebred Great Dane, and she just turned 3. I got her when my ex and I moved to Tennessee. When we were still together, I got her. She was kind of gonna be like Lucifer's girlfriend or whatever, but I ended up getting her, and there's a whole long story on her that I won't get into right now. I went without her for like a year or so, but then I ended up getting her back, and thankfully she is safe and she is with me. So I got her back. She is the sweetest dog ever. Like, she is one of the most like loving and compassionate dogs you will ever meet. She loves everybody. She is the sweetest thing, and she is just a beautiful being, and her name Gaia means goddess of the earth, and it's very fitting to her. She is very down to earth, very loving, very nurturing, and I love her so much. My next dog is named Saint, and he is a Great Dane Saint Bernard mix. I'll have to do a story time on all of my pets, honestly. On his whole situation, how I got him, pretty much Gaia is his mom. I used to have his dad when I was with my ex, but it was his dog, so he kept the Saint Bernard. And then a whole lot of other stuff happened, whatever. Whenever I got Gaia back, I got all of her puppies that she had had under my ex's care, and then I kept one, so I kept Saint. So Saint is Gaia's son, and he's the sweetest boy ever. He is incredibly loving, and he has to be in the same room as me, like, or else he's whining. Like, he is not in my room right now, and I'm probably gonna hear him start to whine here eventually. But he is the sweetest dog ever, but he is my problem child. He is the one who wreaks havoc and eats everything and just whatever. But he's still a puppy. He's a little over 1 year old. He turned 1 in September, so he's still in that puppy phase, so I gotta give him a little grace with that. But he's learning his manners. He is learning, he is pretty much housebroken aside from when I leave, I crate him. But he hates being in his crate. So we're working on it. But he is the sweetest dog ever. He is so loving as well, just like his mom. And the only thing with him is he does not like new people. My mom came to visit and he was not having it with her. And really any new person that comes into the house, he's barking at, he's growling at. He'll slowly warm up to them, but it kind of takes him a minute, so he's still working on it, but he has been that way since he was like this big. So he is over 130 pounds now. So he's gonna be pretty big. He's gonna be a big boy. And then last but not least, I have my new kitty cat, Salem. I just recently got, basically, the long story short on her is this girl I know posted that she had a cat coming around her house that she couldn't take in. She asked if anyone else could come and get it. I came and got her vet care, and now she is currently in my home safe. She is slowly being introduced to the other animals. She has met the dogs, but she doesn't really care for them right now. And then she has seen the cats, but Lou is not really prone to liking her right now. He hisses at her. So we are slowly working her into the routine. Once he gets used to her, I know he'll be fine. He is like this every time there's a new animal in the house, so we are getting there. Okay, number 6, are you in a relationship? No, I am not, and I will not be in the foreseeable future. My dating history sucks. My relationship history sucks. I have learned a lot of lessons, a lot of hard lessons. And yeah, right now I just feel like I'm in a period of my life where I need to be single. I need to focus on myself. I need to do things alone and just grow in myself because I get so distracted in relationships and I absolutely hate it. Conversation with my sister about this. I think 2025 is the year that I just do not date at all. I don't date anybody at all. I stay single and I stay focused on content creation. I stay focused on photography and on all of the things that I love, and I just focus one whole year without an obsession with anybody. So that is one of my New Year's resolutions. I'm going to do a video on my New Year's resolutions and that is going to be in there. So no, I am not in a relationship and I am very happy that I'm not. Number 7, what is my favorite hobby outside of content creation? I would say my favorite hobby outside of content creation is probably photography. I have slowly been getting into it again. I did photography when I was in high school and I did it for about those 4 years. I got my own camera. I had a Canon T6. It was my first camera and I loved it. It was great. So I had that camera for a while. Would do my photography on it, did it in high school, took a few classes, and then kind of after high school, after all of the BS happened, I put my camera down. I kept the camera for the longest time, up until about a few months ago, I had the camera, and I would still use it, shoot, whatever. Life kind of got in the way, and then finally, last January, I picked up the camera again, I started shooting again. I was using my Canon T6, and I've been doing a lot more automotive photography, but I really want to expand into more portraits and couples and travel and lifestyle photography. So that is kind of one of my goals that upcoming with the new year I want to get more into. I did purchase a new camera. I have a Sony a7 IV. I think it's a 24 to 70 millimeter lens. I can't remember, honestly. But when I bought that camera, that's when I got this vlog camera as well, because I shoot on the Sony ZV-E10 for my YouTube videos, and then for my photography stuff, now I use the Sony a7 IV. The camera, I love it. I love photography. I really want to get more into it. I'm still learning the mechanics of the new camera because that is a little difficult for me. And I just started and I have not had the time to sit down and play with it, but that is one of my resolutions for the new year. I want to get back into photography, get more into it, and eventually have my own photography business. I already have a name. I already have all of that. Sorry, I have a piece of hair. I would definitely say that's one of my favorite hobbies outside of content creation. I really want to get into videography and cinematography as well. So stay tuned as I kind of navigate those things. The photos will be over on Instagram and probably Facebook. And then as I start to lean more into my creative field of things, I will be trying to do videography and like cinematography type stuff. So all of that will probably be posted on this channel as well. Okay, next question. What is my dream job? My dream job, this is such a hard question to answer because I don't really have a dream job. Like, I think content creation is my dream job. I want to get paid to exist. Like, I tell everyone that I want to get paid to exist. That is it. Growing up, I wanted to be, well, in high school, I wanted to go to school for political science and what else was it? It was political science and international relations. I got into my dream school. I was going to go to school in England. That is a whole different story. If you want to see a video on that, let me know. But I wanted to study international relations and politics, and I wanted to do all of that, but then I realized after COVID, I hate politics. So I took a year off. I was like, I'm going to take a year off and I'm going to figure out what I want to do. A year turned into 2, turned into 3, and then so on. And now here I am. I have not gone to college. I don't plan to. And yeah, I don't really have a like dream job. Like my interests just changed so quickly. There was a point in time that I wanted to be a lawyer and I wanted to be a doctor, but then I realized I don't have the time or the money for that. I don't have the attention span for that, and I'm just not that motivated for those fields. Like, I would lose interest in it, and then I went to school for all of this for nothing. So, and my worst fear is being thrown into a life and stuck in a life that I have to stick to, because if I went to school to be a doctor or a lawyer, I have to stick to that. I spent so much time and money for that, but then if I hate it, I'm not going to do something I hate. So I want to get paid doing what I love. So I would say, honestly, I would say dream job would be content creator or photographer / videographer. Those would be, actually, now that I think of it, a filmmaker. I think a filmmaker would also be my dream job. One of content creation, photography / videography / filmmaking. I think those are my dream jobs. Okay, for the next question we have favorite place to visit. I don't know why I made these questions. Well, actually ChatGPT made these questions. So let's see. My favorite place to visit, I don't think I've been there yet. I genuinely don't think I've been to my favorite place to visit. I've only visited my mom once, and I just, it's not even really about the place. It's about the people. Like, I love visiting my mom. I love seeing my sister. I love seeing my friend Jacob. I love seeing all of my friends, but they all live in different states. So honestly, my favorite place to visit is wherever my friends are. Friends in South Carolina. I love South Carolina. Carolina is like gorgeous. I would move there. I don't know. I don't think I've been to my favorite place yet. I really want to go to New York. I love New York. I love the idea of New York. I want to go to New York so bad. So bad, so bad. Number 11. What are your top 3 destinations and why? Let's get it. Okay, my top 3 dream destinations are definitely New York, England, and Japan, Tokyo. So let's get into it. New York, I would love, love, love to go to New York. I have so many ideas, like New York for photography would be amazing, photo shoots, filming, vlog videos. I really want to shoot a short film in New York. I think that would be awesome. It is a beautiful city. I love that fast, bustling life. Like, I want to go to New York. I would love to go to New York. That is my absolute top 100% dream destination. I will be in New York in 2025. I am speaking it into existence. It is on my 2025 dream board. I'm going to New York. Clock it. Definitely London. Like I said, I wanted to go to school there. I wanted to go to school there for a reason. Well, not in London, but England in general. The school was in Newcastle, but England, definitely England. I want to go. I think it's a beautiful place. All of the pictures I've seen look beautiful. I used to have some friends in England. I feel called. I feel called there. I feel called to New York. I feel called to England and Tokyo. I love, love the idea of going to Tokyo. Again, it would be great for photography, for videography type stuff. And I want to see it. I want to see it. I want to see all of the lights, all of the buildings, all of the different culture. I want to learn Japanese eventually, so that I can really be immersed into the culture a lot more as well. I do have 2 Japanese kanji tattoos, one here and one here, but they're always covered by my makeup. Not for any reason, just because they get covered when I do my makeup. So yeah, whatever. But definitely those are my top 3 destinations for sure. Kind of already answered this one, but it is, did you go to college and do you plan to? No, I did not go to college, and no, I do not plan to. There's just nothing that I really want to do that requires a degree. I feel like in today's age, you can do almost anything without a degree, and we're moving closer and closer towards not needing a degree to do things, and it's more based on experience. And there's so many resources that you don't really need a degree for. I'm not speaking bad on anyone who wants to go to college and pursue a degree. By all means, do whatever you want to do, but personally, it just doesn't align with the kind of life that I want. Some of these I already answered, so I'm gonna skip some of them. Like this one says, what did you want to be growing up and how does that differ from today? I kind of already answered that one. Let's see, what is your favorite video so far that you have created? Honestly, I'm not sure. I forget what let me look at my videos. My Wicked video would be my favorite video so far. I had a lot of fun making it, and just dressing up as Glinda was super fun. I love doing like cosplay stuff. So honestly, that's probably my favorite video so far. Okay, next question. How did you decide you wanted to get into content creation? Long story short, ever since I was like 12 years old, I have wanted to be a YouTuber. I've wanted to make content on YouTube for the absolute longest time ever. And it wasn't until, I think it was 2023, that I finally started posting on YouTube. I only have like 2 or 3 videos from then. And then now that I have gotten into my house and gotten stability, now I'm actually pursuing it. And I think back and I'm like, wow. Imagine if I had started when I was 12 years old. Yeah, my videos would have been shit, but by today, they would have been so much better. But instead, 10 years later, here I am making the shit videos now, so that 10 years down the road, then I'm gonna have the better videos. So this kind of puts it into perspective that like, just start today. Just, you know, don't care what people think. It doesn't matter. You don't have to have the most amazing equipment. You don't have to have the best ideas, because everybody starts somewhere. But the most important thing is literally just start. Just start. Just set up your phone, set up whatever camera you have, like sit in front of a window and film, whatever it may be. Just start today, because there is no better time to start than right now. I don't really have a complete plan for this channel, honestly. I started it basically to say, we're gonna try YouTube. I'm gonna have fun making videos. I'm gonna make the kind of videos I want, no matter if it is not all within one niche. Like, I am just going to, if I have a video idea, I'm going to figure out how to make it happen, and I'm going to make it happen. So that's honestly just my plan for this channel, is just to throw out whatever content I can and see what sticks. And if all else fails, if this doesn't go anywhere, who cares? Like, it's a video diary of my life, and it'll be something I can look back on in the future and just look back at the person I used to be and like the person that I am now, and reflect and just see myself from a different perspective, and be able to, you know, look at what I was doing during this time and kind of use it to push forward in whatever I'm doing then. And just have a little memory book, like a memory diary video diary of all of the things that I was doing in the past. So I'd say my plan for this channel is just to be authentic and true to myself, and just do the things I love and have fun with it, and try something new. Like, it is just me trying something new. So if it sticks, it sticks. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Who are some of my favorite content creators? Okay, let's do a top 3. Top 3 content creators on YouTube. This is in like no order. Actually, we're probably gonna need to do more than 3. I like Naomi John. Naomi John is one of my favorites. I love Jacksepticeye. There are so many that I love, but I don't know their names. Oh, Call Me Chris. I love Call Me Chris. August the Duck, Oompaville, Adam McIntyre is one of my favorites. I watch him all the time, and I comment on his stuff, and I have such like a parasocial, like, I love him stuff. I love Tana Mojo. I love her. Oh my god, why didn't I say Trisha Paytas? I love Trisha. Trisha is like my absolute favorite YouTuber. Why did I not say her name? Oh my god, Trisha, queen. I'm so sorry. I love you. Trisha Paytas and Tana Mojo. I grew up watching them, and then seeing them thrive now honestly heals a part of me and makes me feel better about my life. And it's just like, no matter how hard it gets, like, you're gonna pull through, you're gonna come through. So honestly, those two are top 2. Naomi John is probably 3, and then the rest of them. So where do I see my channel in 5 years? Honestly, that is so hard for me to envision, because I don't know where I would like to be in 5 years. I would like to definitely have over 100,000 followers or subscribers, maybe over 250,000. And that's kind of being generous, I feel like. I don't know how quick it is to get to that. Like, I have 133 subscribers right now, and that feels insane to me. I'm like, oh my god, 133 people. I don't know, I would prefer to still be doing lifestyle content, to be vlogging more. I would love to be doing a lot more traveling, like travel vlogging as well. I would love to have a cinematography channel and like filmmaking, to do like short films, whether it's on the same channel or a different one. Yeah, it's really hard to envision, because I feel like I'm in such a beginning phase of my channel, and I am. This is, you know, this is me just starting, that I don't really know where it's gonna take me, but I feel like I'm leading myself into the darkness, but there's a light at the end of the tunnel, and I don't know where I'm going, but I'm going. Like, that's kind of where I see myself. I don't know where I'm going, but I'm going, and we're gonna see what happens, and we're in this together. And the more of you that I accumulate, the more, like, the better. I can't wait to see where my channel goes. I'm excited to see where my channel goes. And yeah, that's really all I have to say on that. Okay, number 20, what is the most used app on my phone? TikTok. Let's be real, TikTok. Even though it's getting banned in like a few days, I feel like, I don't know if they're actually gonna ban it or not. I'm kind of curious, but TikTok, definitely my most used app. Tattoos do I have? I believe I feel like I have 20. I don't know. Let me think. Okay, I have 1, 2, 3, 17? I might be missing some because I can't see them all right now. 17? I think I have 17 tattoos. I could be wrong. 21, if you could collab with any creator, who would it be? 100% Trisha Paytas. If I could collab with Trisha Paytas, I don't care if we just sit down and talk. I don't care if it would be me going on her podcast. I don't care if it was just like a mukbang or whatever. I want to collab with Trisha Paytas. That is my dream. If I could collab with Trisha Paytas, I would be so happy. Okay, like, I love her. She is mother. She is amazing. We love Trisha. We love Trisha around here. 23, what is my favorite song right now? I will show you. I don't want it to play because I don't want to get copyright striked again. Or claimed. Whatever. Okay. Running Up That Hill by Kate Bush. It is the song from Stranger Things, but I absolutely love it. I love it. It is such a good song. It just makes me really happy. So that is currently my favorite song. Next question is, what is my favorite TV show? Stranger Things. So the song and the TV show go together. My favorite TV show is definitely Stranger Things, and right now I'm watching The 100, so I love The 100 as well, but I think I love Stranger Things more. This one is actually from like a real person and not ChatGPT, but it is what is my longest tattoo session, and it is definitely my neck piece. This was I believe 8 hours long. And it absolutely sucked. It hurt so bad, but we got like these bigger parts done, and I was like, well, we have to finish the whole thing. So this is the tattoo, and we left it like open-ended right here because the plan is we're gonna bring it like all through the rest of me, and then eventually around the back of my neck as well. But yeah, my longest tattoo session is my neck piece, 8 hours. Horrible pain, but worth every second of it. And then last but not least, what is one piece of advice to my younger self? And I think I kind of have already said it. I would say my biggest piece of advice to my younger self is to start today and stop letting the fear of failure get in the way of the things that you want to do. Go out, set the camera down, start creating, be true to yourself, be authentic, and love yourself, love what you're doing, and just try to do something in this life. Be creative, be yourself, and just try no matter what. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid of what people will think. Don't be afraid of what might happen. Be willing to see what might happen, and just push forward and try new things, and don't be afraid to do. Hey everyone, thank you so much for watching. That was my little tea spill on myself. I hope you did enjoy today's video. If you have more questions that you would like me to do another Q&A with in the future, please leave them down below. I have to go get ready for work now. It is Thursday, I think. Yeah, my week is all messed up. My week is all messed up from it being New Year's and Christmas and all the holidays, whatever. But thank you so much for watching, and Happy New Year. Happy 2025. I am so excited to see where this year takes me and takes my channel. Thank you for being here for the journey, and thank you for everything. Please make sure to like and subscribe. Leave me a comment down below, and I will see you guys in the next one. Okay, bye.